good! Beer is good! Beer is good! Let's go drink some beer! 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 Beer!
Hey guys, Monday, and oh, I tell you, this thing will just not let go. I actually went and gave my friend a hand today, and of course somebody got him sick, and came home and kind of took a nap and watched Godzilla, the Matthew Broderick one. I couldn't tell you anything about it because, you know, I was the guy taking a nap. But then I woke up and I was thirsty, so here we are. Today we're looking at Boundary Ale, and this is from Mossehead Brewing, St. John, New Brunswick. This is the last one from Nick. Before we do that though, today was beer mail when I got home. First, even though it's not beer, I just NYHalfassprepper. He knows how to take care of you one way or the other. Knows that both me and Ms. Bomey are sick, so he sent chicken noodle soup. And a glass. Nice. Feinsbergers, Weizen, wheat. It's got one of the Grouch style bottle tops. You don't see very many of these. These ones are, when you're doing your own home brewing, you definitely you know, you can still get beer that comes like this. And this one looks like it's unfiltered. What else do we know about this? Ooh, it's got the purity law 1516 in there. So, we got that coming up. Beck's Sapphire, 6%. Yeah, once again, thank you, USPS. You guys take such great pride in your work. And then we have Immortal Ale from Dogfish Head. Fasting character, luscious and complex. This smooth, full-bodied ale. Woven notes of maple, vanilla, and oak. 11%. And NYHalfassprepper, you still got to let me know before if I should put it in the rotation or not, or if we're gonna do that that one Dogfish Head on some, you know, video chat thing. Next is Midas Touch, also from Dogfish Head. This one is I guess done up with some ancient recipe, barley, honey, white muscat, grapes, and saffron. So I believe this is tied to an old Egyptian recipe. So that could be, it's from Dogfish Head. So we got those coming up. And of course he always forwards me a copy of Ale Street News. So, thank you, NYHalfassprepper. Oh, and tonight, Ms. Bomey is making pasties. Those are awesome. Matter of fact, there was just a huge family. Yeah, we basically, me and Samantha, kind of attacked because we get pasties from the Serbian church, and they're like awesome, but they do them once a year, and she usually orders 3, you know, one for each of us. And this year, she happened to ask me, and I was like, get a bunch. So she bought 6, working out to 2 each. And Samantha's just like, what the hell? This happens once a year? Why don't you just, like, load up the freezer? You know, it's like, they're really good. So, okay, so let's, oh, speaking of her, all you smart asses that follow her channel, now I have to wear the damn apron for sure. Kitchen bitch. Uh-oh. Opener fail. Don't worry though, the Enterprise has got this one. Okay, let's take a look at it. Well, good, we still got carbonation. We do know that this one did not weather the storm well. Let's just say that we know for a fact that it was very, very cold in this can. 5.3% by volume. It does have a nice deep color. Are my taste buds gonna play along? Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, and I have to say I sort of regret. You know what I'd really like to do, which means I need to either see if there's any chance that my hangout there with Andy, manager of Keyport, can get a hold of Dogfish Head, or, you know, bribe New York Half-Ass Prepper to, as is, kind of hoping by the time that Evil Neil is here, we need to get a hold of another 120 for that review. And there was like something else that I kind of wanted to get a hold of too. I can't quite remember what it was. And really, you know, wanted to get a hold of I can't remember what it was. It was nope, it's not coming to me. But I think honestly, if I had them, hell yeah, I'd do them all in one video. Is actually do the Dogfish Head 60, 90, and 120 as just one video all at one time. Best way, your taste buds are, at least, I wouldn't do it like tomorrow, but as is. Oh yeah, and things are starting to melt around here. I think today we've been in the 40s all day long. Oh, and right now it is 52 degrees, so the melt is on. And oh, sorry, friend of mine that's not been doing too well health-wise, but I'll find out what he wanted later. I think his text came in when I was napping. So, in the middle of my taste buds being a little off, I just decided to go with this one anyway. Not because it was Nick. Nick's a really cool guy, by the way. Interact a lot with all of you guys, actually. That's why I enjoy this channel. You know, not to make it the bitching board, but, you know, it's like last night's video for Don, you know, a great guy with a great channel, and I didn't think I did anything that was really out of line in my support video for him, and by the time there was like 40 views, there was 4 dislikes, and it was just like, first of all, I know on a scale of 1 through, 1 being normal and 10 taking it up the ass, probably most people that hit the dislike button are probably on the 10 side. Of course, if that was the case, I guess I would always have about 30 dislikes over here. But I used to care in the beginning, but sometimes it just amazes me. You know, there is so many mental midgets that just can get internet access. You could do you could interview Jesus Christ, and some asshole would still give you a thumbs down. So, personally, I'm very proud of the fact that as of this moment in time, I can honestly say I can only think of, well, one individual in particular that I've disliked more than one of his videos, but he is also a very childish person. Let's just say that he, actually it's kind of a couple of people that I call really good friends actually have him on their recommended channels list, and this guy is a complete fucking loser. He pretty much makes it a habit of being that smile to you and go, "Hey, how's it going? I really like you." Right in your back. A couple of you know who exactly I'm probably talking about. Chuck probably even knows who I'm talking about, because this loser down in Florida he's crazy, you know? He's a crazy guy. So, sorry, I digress. Ooh, even with my limited smell, it has a very nice beer-like smell. Actually, kind of a sweet caramel or toffee kind of smell. Let's just say that this one is not irritating to smell. Cheers, guys. It's kind of got a lot of earthiness, kind of right there up front. And again, could it be me? Nah, the beer just sucks. Kidding, Nick. Kind of a lot of earthiness up front there. Not like terrible, but kind of a little heavier hitting. And I guess that smell, that sweetness, that is there kind of after that initial earthiness up front kind of burns away. Oh yeah, my sub pump is just gonna... Smart person would probably have another one of those sitting in the corner for when that one burns up, but smart and two different things. Matter of fact, I had a kind of made a little questionable device for it, because came home that one day and the discharge line that's out in the yard actually had the last like 3 feet of it had frozen solid, and the poor thing basically spent, I have no idea how long, could have been, well, it was more than an hour, but could have been 24 hours that the poor thing sat and tried to pump it out, which, because the pit never emptied out, the motor never shut off, and by the time I found it, it had run so long, keeping in mind that that pump is underwater running, it had run so long that it had actually superheated all the water in the pit. So I'm sure that didn't take too many life expectancies off of it. Almost a little bit of a tea-like taste to it. You know, it's honestly, you know, not bad. If I found a whole bunch of them, you know, down here at the local establishment, and the price was right, would I get them again? Not a freaking chance. Again, I'm just messing with you, Nick. I'd probably get it again. As far as I guess it's too. We don't want to go. What the hell am I standing on? We don't want to go too soon on the E scale thing. Gotta make HempSeedAddict work for it. I told you, if you ever actually get really busy, we can think of a system, or I just, email you. I got something in my eye. Hopefully not another rip contact. That happened yesterday. That is a good feeling if anybody wears soft contacts and they rip or start to rip while they're in your eye. Yeah. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, like I said, if you HempSeed, I'm talking. Hey, the rest of you guys just clear up for a second. HempSeedAddict. Yeah, if you ever really get busy or something and don't want to have to sit through the whole thing, because she has to do the same thing I do. If I keep saying to myself, all I'd have to do is just get like one of those kitchen timers and zero ding, and then so I know where to put the little thing that pops up saying this is a 7. No, it's just I'm just saying 7. She's got to find those too, because she's the Zen master of the E scale. Have you been to that? Have you been there lately and checked that out? That's her efforts aren't in vain. Well, of course I think it's an awesome thing because it's for me. HempSeedAddict, are you coming to the shoot this year? Mm-hmm. Why don't you take your kayak up here? Well, actually, you could take your kayak with and, jump out on Lake Superior. There'd be an experience. People like me that have lived here my entire life would not even leave the bay in, say, something that was 16 feet or less. The shit turns around too fast out there for that. Hear that thing? It has almost gone non-stop while we were here. I remember before when I had it configured a little different so it was noisier. Every time it went off, JD had to pee. Oh, man. Sorry. Feels like there's a chunk of glass in my eye. Okay, though. On the E scale, I probably would give this a 7, but like I said, there's this flu thing. I mean, seriously, today I actually, taste-wise, everything is like tasted on, so I don't necessarily know if that's it, but this frickin' flu, everybody I know that's had it's like the same thing. It's just like, oh, you really feel bad. Yeah, you're gonna feel bad, even worse tomorrow. See, I told you, feel worse tomorrow. No, you're gonna feel even worse the following day, and then you might feel a little bit better that next day, and then a little bit better the day after that, and then psych, you're gonna feel like shit again, and that's kind of what it's been doing. So between the flu and the fact that I know for a fact that this one was frozen solid doesn't necessarily help. It still had carbonation, which is obviously a good thing. But that's just that upfront earthiness. And I am being fair when I say earthy. It's not like industrial or skanky or anything like. I mean, it's not like Heffy or anything like that. It's just kind of got a real kind of an edge to it. That was more refined. Had more of the. Has a little bit of a bread characteristic, but let's just a recap. just get that kind of a heavier earthiness up front, a little bit of sweetness, caramel, toffee, or something like that. The very end is kind of a bread and a smooth finish. It's the only thing is that right up front thing, and like I said, I don't know. It may just be what this batch can had to go through. Okay, so tomorrow, got so many things from Dogfish Head that, like I said, I don't. Which one is the? This is the 90. The Worldwide Stout. This is the one I don't want to commit to until I've talked to New York Half-Ass Prepper. So he originally said that he sent this so that we could drink it and talk about it together in a chat, and then he'd just send me another one to review. And is that happening? Plus, he sent a bunch of really good things. Tomorrow, just to be on the safe side, why don't we look at the Smithwick's Irish Ale 1710 that Jerry sent. Jerry, Jerry's so cute. When he's here, you just want to hold him and. So let's do that. Let's do that tomorrow. Politically, I didn't listen to any, real politics other than that. Once again, the liberals are just hoping that the Republicans self-disintegrate, and they do. They have a perfect potential for it because, as far as I'm concerned, whoever they put up better be 100% against Obamacare and the Second Amendment. The fight against that. I want to see someone stand up and say, our founding fathers may not have been perfect, but the shit that they put in writing is what I stand for, and that's what comes first. And that the liberals, they want to keep pushing to the front burner the minimum wage, because that's what Obama wants. Everybody needs to be at $10.10 an hour, because that won't finish off the country. Obama, well, that was the arrow straight to the heart of our fiscal nation, and this piece of shit isn't going to be over until he's completely destroyed our country. And the sad thing is so many sheep are making that possible. I'm sorry, but if the call was mine, by now this administration would all, and a lot of rhinos would all have been dragged from their seats. And I'm sorry, but you can take that as what you want politically in real time. If you don't stand for the Constitution, you don't stand for the deserving breath, as far as I'm concerned. So, New York Half-Ass Prepper, thanks for the beer mail and the chicken noodle soup. I think I might go fire one of those up to go along with the pasty. And Nick, the beer run comes to an end, and they were all very well worth trying. They were very good. I think this one probably got the lowest rating, and I just don't, between me and what it had to go through, I'm sure did not help it at all. But it's okay. It was still very drinkable, and we will see tomorrow. The hell she come from?